it's another edition of The Green Room on the Workbook, and this weekend we're looking at Hurry Up Tomorrow. It's the latest by Canadian superstar The Weeknd, who also goes by the name of Abel Tesfaye in this psychological thriller. Directed by Trey Edward Shults, it's produced and stars Jenna Ortega, who come together to bring a vision that The Weeknd had after an incident that happened up on stage.
The idea, the story was inspired by an incident that had happened to me a couple of years ago, loosely inspired. And, I went through something a little traumatic, performing and losing my voice in front of 80,000 people, and then quickly found out that it wasn't a physical injury, but a psychological injury. And yeah, that ended up kind of being the foundation of the tone of the film.
While their lifestyles or their lives or their experiences may be very different to Abel's, they can't help but resonate with that feeling. And we all know what it's like to feel lost. We all know what it's like to be scared of the future, to lose trust within yourself very quickly. So it's a very emotional film, and I hope that people are able to resonate with that side of themselves.
What drew me to the story was meeting Abel and hearing what happened to him and his ideas for this movie, and liking the guy, just like really hitting it off and feeling connected to him. And then I just got crazy inspired. I think too, playing with subjectivity and headspace and what's real and what's not and dream logic. That was all very exciting because I already make subjective films, and every choice I make in a movie is to put the audience in the main character's headspace and make them feel how they feel. So I think you can naturally push things far if that's being honest to their headspace and emotion and soul in the film. So I think all of those things kind of came together and got me really, really excited about this.
Honestly, it never really felt like I was playing myself. When I pitched the idea to Trey, I asked him if he can see himself in the script, and that was really important for us. So, I was lucky enough for him to accept it, and we kind of traded traumas, and it was kind of like a therapy session between us, and it ended up being an actual fictional character, loosely based on, a reality, but the film felt like a character I had to study and understand and kind of just put on this costume, and then by the end of it, take it off. Hello?
Abel's like me, like he doesn't want to just like settle for something, like let's just settle for the first version or like he wants to push and push and push and make something the best it can be. And that went from his character, it went to the film, it went to the music, it went to everything we did together. So yeah,
no, that's a good point. Honestly, I felt like we were challenging each other, and the whole time I'm thinking, well, we're making something experimental, something ambitious, that hopefully this can challenge the audience. And it just, it's just what it felt like. It just felt like we were pushing each other, and Jenna was pushing, and it just felt like a real, giant therapy session in the best way possible.
Abel was so vulnerable in this film. It was so easy to work alongside of him because, it's just, it was a good, fortunate connection thing where I didn't really feel like we had to struggle with any sort of chemistry. He's just a very warm person, and it was easy, and it was good, and it was I'm really grateful for that time.
Yes, vice versa, same thing, of course. But again, she is a master at her craft, and I was kind of like a little amateur actor. So what I noticed about her is that she's really patient, very patient, and cares about the scene, cares about my performance just as much as her own performance. And she cares about the writing, and she had incredible ideas, and it just really felt like a really, truly honest collaboration.
I just love the way Abel handled it, because he didn't come to me and he was like, here's my album, now make a movie out of it. It was organic. He got that right from the get-go, and it was always organic. And after our first meeting, we got on the phone, he sent me some music, rough demos and stuff, and creative juices started flowing, and then the whole process kept going that way to where, I feel like integrating a movie and an album could be a gimmicky, forced thing, but it never became that. It was always organic, and each bounced off of each other and evolved together in a fluid, beautiful way. So yeah, I was just grateful for getting to do it that way. It was a very special experience.
Call me by the old familiar name.